Just do everything you can. Okay, it looks like we got sound, I'm assuming. Hang on. The music volume is really touchy. All right, I think we're ready. This is really weird. It looks like I'm starting out to nobody here. Hang on. Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL, and I'm going to finish up this bag here tonight. I'm sure of this because the size of the power bank that goes in it is about, well, almost at the length that it is now. I have to go further because one of the last minute decisions was he wanted to have this have a drawstring. So I'm going to have to put grommets in here, and that's going to add on a little bit more length. So it's going to make it a little bit longer, but I'm about halfway around down here. And that means this is going to go pretty quickly. I am not joined tonight by my lovely wife because she is at a Christmas party. So I'm here all by myself. And it looks like I am really all by myself. I kind of, this is December, isn't it? This is what typically happens. It's all good. I can continue on with what I'm doing. Not a big deal. Oh, we got a couple people in. Maybe? I don't know. I just saw the bar moved a bit. So yeah, no wife here tonight. It's just me. So hopefully you guys will chat with me. Let me know if things are working or not. The biggest thing is the sound. The other day, I recorded a whole video only to discover that I didn't put the sound on. And let me go to switch it from top chat to live chat, because otherwise it won't show me everybody's messages, which is weird. I don't know why anybody would want that. So it says 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. So I'm really excited about getting this one done. And if you haven't already, on the community tab for YouTube, there is a poll that I'm taking to see which will be the next project. I need a little bit of time to get things set up, so it's up there for anybody who wants to throw in their 2 cents as to whether or not we do something cool here in the near future. Well, basically next Saturday, I guess, is when it would start. So so far the Granny Square bag is in the lead by a couple votes. So if you're watching this and you're wondering what maybe might be the next thing, that could be something you could vote for. If you can't hear me, well, I guess I wouldn't be able to answer this question. I was going to say, if you can't hear me, give me a comment. But then you won't know that I just asked if you can't hear me. But yeah. So the granny square bag is funny because it's still using the same knots, but the squares really do look like the crochet counterpart, which is really kind of fun. So that bag, if that's what's next, will be very interesting. The only thing that I have to really concern myself with is the colors, getting them set up in a way. Basically, if I do make a diamond, the diamond itself has 3 colors. Then I have to have 3 different colors on the right and 3 different colors on the left. Then, if that wasn't enough, the next loop has to have the colors for the right hand side to have come from the previous square, so that way they match up correctly. Then 3 of its own colors, and then 3 new colors for its left, and that continues for how many ever loops there's going to be. I could probably show you what that looks like, but it's a cool pattern. Okay. So I don't know, the YouTube says I have a couple people watching. So if you are one of those people, say hi. I would greatly appreciate it. I'd love to know what's going on out there. So once I get done with this row, I will come back the other direction for like 3 knots, which will look pretty cool. I've already kind of been doing that already. So I think I'll finish this row, which will make it really close, the 3 going back the other way. And then maybe we can do something like 8 or 10 coming back to the right to finish it off. That's the thought so far. So the one thing I am doing though is I keep checking to make sure that I'm doing 10 knots in the row. If I accidentally pick up an extra knot, it would throw the whole thing off. So I'm being very cautious as I go along. So if you catch me counting, that's why I'm making sure that it's 10. When I come around. Little Green Day going on over here in my headset. That's kind of cool. So yeah, I wasn't planning on this being a shorter days amount of work for the stream. It just turns out that it might very well be, just because of the fact that I don't have that much left of this to do. But we'll see. I'm apparently counting my chickens before they've hatched, so this might take longer than I'm thinking. Hey, Rara made it. Hello. I'm here all by myself. I don't have a Mandy. She's off doing Christmas things. She's got like a party that she goes to annually. It just happens to be today. So I'm all by myself. So yay, I'm glad you're here. Please tell me I have sound. It is the season. It is the season for Christmas parties. Yay. Well, so far it says that there's been like 3 people here, but nobody's been chatting at all, so it's been really, really quiet. Like, quiet stream is one thing, but this was something else. Yeah, so this is the power bank holder. It's only 10.7 cm long, and that's kind of almost where we're at here, but because it's going to have a drawstring, I have to add extra length to it, and I really have no idea how much longer I should really make it. But I'm making pretty good progress, so that's kind of nice. So did you have a good week? You might remember from last week that Mandy and I were getting away for a few days. So we went over to Malaysia, and that was pretty awesome. Got a chance to wander around a lot, check out a bunch of stores. It was fun. Yeah, it's a little bit way too quiet for me. Almost time for where I have to kind of rotate this around again. Oh, so I was saying earlier that this is like this row I'm working on. I'm more than halfway already. I didn't get much time this week to be able to work on it because, like I said, I went out to Malaysia, but still. All right. Yes. Yeah, see? There's not that much left here. The ground. Oh, Rara, if you're still there, go check out the survey, the poll thing over on the community tab, and help me figure out what progress we're gonna do next. Because right now it looks like it's the Granny Square bag in the lead. Yeah, I was a little torn. I kind of have to admit the Granny Square thing does seem kind of good, but if that's what's going to be, I need to start getting Mandy to start working on the loops like immediately. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit difficult because when you do the squares, the colors that go to the right and to the left have to be like planned out really well in advance, because otherwise what will happen is they won't line up right. You have to plan each loop and then the next one to go next to it. It's like really gets super complicated. So yeah, it'll be a good one to watch. The cool thing also about that granny square pattern, the thing that's going to make that one kind of interesting is the fact that it's really good at using up some leftover strings. So one color requires there to be 4 pieces. That's a skein plus 1 strand if I do it long, but basically I could probably do a skein, cut it into 4, it'll be fine. But then the other couple pieces, they don't need much. And so it's going to be like a really easy way to just use up a bunch of like leftover strings, which is kind of exciting. I actually pulled up the web page for it just to make sure I had it like where I could kind of look it over and get reacquainted with it. Yeah, I'm almost where it kind of went the V going the other way. Ooh, that sounds fun. What kind of science project? Oh, cool. So in this side of the world, strawberries have to be grown in the mountains because down lower there's just too much heat and it doesn't work. So over here it's up in Cameron Highlands and stuff, they grow strawberries. Been up there a couple times. It's really nice. It's like so much cooler on average. It's like 18 degrees on average versus down here where it's like 32. But it's around here where I have to be really cautious because the numbers all change. Where it was 10 in a row, it now starts getting less and less as I go along. Hey, Maria Cruz. Welcome back. It's kind of quiet around here. My wife is out for the evening, so it's just me here. I'm also having some kind of weird computer thing. So there was a update to Windows earlier, and I don't know if that did it, but something happened to where the OBS, which is the program I use for streaming, suddenly doesn't have the setup for vertical stream. And I don't remember what that part of it was called, but I have to do something before next week if I'm going to have a vertical stream again, because it's just like the whole thing is gone. I just didn't have time to fix it tonight. So right, exactly, kind of like TikTok style. Not a lot of people stay and watch for very long from that style, but it gets in front of like a lot more people. Like, so it introduces a lot of people to the stream that like would never not have noticed it otherwise. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. So the whole row that I was working on is done. So that was 10 coming down kind of randomly to the right. So now it's going to be 3 going to left, because up here I did 10 and then 3 coming back. And then this was like 14 and 5 coming back. So I'm trying to keep like some elements of it running through. I think it looks kind of cool that way. There, it's just 3 little knots, which there's no point in trying to randomize that. It's kind of too small to be doing anything. It's just take them in the order that they come. That's why I tried to make a few of them end in black, just that way the black wasn't always the ones going to the side. So yeah, this row, because it's so small, will be really, really fast. And like I was saying earlier, like I think this will be the last row that this one gets. Let me take a look at this. Yeah. The one thing I don't know is how this is gonna change it. Hey, hello, Rainbow. The one thing I don't know is like how far in I'm gonna have to put the grommets. So I'm really kind of confused as to like how much extra length I have to add. Oh, I have a thought. Hang on. Let's see if this works. So that is the link to the community tab where the survey thing, the poll is there to see what we'll be working on next week. Because this should be done tonight. Well, the part I can. Ooh. Yeah, I love some baked goods. I love fresh baked goods, especially. While I was in Malaysia this week, I went and was in a grocery store and I saw a sewing tin on sale. And lo and behold, I got it home. It's got cookies in it. Kind of excited about that. You can make cakes without eggs. I thought it needed eggs to be a cake. I don't know. I guess not. Because I know that, like, in some European country, they can't actually call the bread at Subway. They can't call it bread because it contains sugar, and that makes it cake. So I guess that makes sense. I guess you can. I haven't made a lot of cakes though, so I don't know. Right on. I think I could do vegetarian. I don't think I could do vegan. I like cheese. I like butter. There's a bunch of stuff that's just too good to pass. Ah. Okay, I think it's back. I can't quite tell. Hey, I'm trying to get my sheep chat thing opened up so I can hear you guys. Oh man, I'm not even sure that it's back right. What the heck? Don't tell me I'm having real severe computer problems. It still looks frozen. At least the computer itself isn't frozen, but the stream looks off. Okay, can you guys hear me at least? I don't have extra. All right. Why can't? Oh, there it goes. Okay. This is so weird. See, I have like a preview window where I can like see myself, and it was frozen again. I'm like freaking out. That was really bizarre. I didn't have my mouse, like, there was no cursor on the screen. There was nothing. Everything was frozen. Crazy. So I think because I basically don't need nearly as long of a row as like 10 knots, I think I'll just go back the other way 5. And that's kind of too small to do the random, but that's okay. I can just do 5 straight knots. That should be plenty. Aw. I know this really cool trick for making ornaments. If you take a compass and you draw a circle, and then you use the way to you do those little circles over top of Christmas cards, and you get 20 of them, and then you fold in the triangle, and then you can use the glue sticks to join them all together. And 20 of them makes a circle, so you can take old Christmas cards and turn them all into like really Christmassy looking ornaments. They're really cute. Cool. I'm afraid to open up anything extra like it's like. Oh, right on. Have a good one, Maria. Hard to see. At your having dreams. Yeah, I really wish I knew what happened to freeze up the computer like that. Like, what caused it? Must pay attention, please. So I don't know at what point we were when I actually started this row, but I'm already almost to the end of this. Holy cow. Went along pretty quick. Yeah, so the granny square bag is in the lead around the pole. 67%. That's kind of a lead. Versus 17s. Ripping your pin. And that's it. That's it for that row. Well, that's not. And now back the other direction. So yeah, I only need to do about a cm here. So that's like 5 knots. So rather than trying to make it look random, I'm just going to go straight for it. It'll be a lot faster and easier. Don't have to think as much, which is completely up my alley. Say over. That noise you heard. It's just the beast in your closet, in your head. So now when I get to the end, I don't just take off the one string that I'm working. I take off both it and the last one. Do that all the way around. And yeah, I got a power bank holder. Kind of crazy. Those three in a row are all like the same exact color. Oh wait, there might be a fourth. What? Yeah. All the same color. I tried to mix it up best I could, but I guess in trying to keep it the other parts random, I kind of ended up getting a bunch to group together in a way that is weird. And then the next color is so close. It's all good. Not bad. Oh, it was cool. It was really cool. So we went over to Malaysia for like 2 nights, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. Got to wander around, do a bunch of shopping. I I bought a sewing tin, and the crazy part was that I got it home and it was full of cookies. No knots. Yeah. I bought me some chewing gum because that's something you can't get here. I got I don't know, it didn't nice. Mine is the tin that's actually in the memes where like the woman dressed up like the tin, the sewing kit for Halloween. Mine's actually like that brand, which I thought was really cool. Like when Mandy saw what I put into the grocery thing, she's like, "Okay, cool, yeah." Um, Trying to think what else. There was like so much stuff being carried back. I think a lot of it was like for Mandy's friend. Oh, I went and ended up paying about $40 to have a new battery put into my cell phone. I kind of, for a long time, didn't feel like my cell phone was so bad, except its battery was absolutely rubbish. So that was like my big thing. Hey, Mandy's on her way home. You missed the whole big, my computer froze. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't escape. I couldn't do the task manager, anything. Yeah. Yeah, see? They're the glue that holds it all together. Oh no. I thought about that after she left, that if she had her headphones, she could listen to it on the car ride. I also imagined that she wouldn't think to take it. Cool down situation go. Yeah, I kind of wish I knew that I was going to be putting the rivets into this beforehand, because I'm not sure how well this is going to work, because it's a cylinder. Because in order, when you hit the hammer to smash it, you need it to be against a hard surface. And like, you know, like this side inside gets the one piece and the other side gets the other, you hit it. If it's laying like this thing's laying flat, then the cloth will absorb some of that impact and it won't do what it's supposed to do, which is kind of bad. So to anybody else that hasn't, go ahead and put in your vote, because I'm going to have to start working at whatever is going to be next week's project here in the next day or so. So the polls will close shortly, basically. I do want to give everybody a chance to vote. So. Cool. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be the granny square thing. That's cool, because I just found there's like a, in order to make the bag, the granny square bag is kind of big, and in order to make it, there's like 100 skeins within reach even. Granny squares. It's this like steel grayish blue color is the background to it all. I thought about doing it in black, but I was like, nah. Yes, I found it. Yeah. Right. There's the web page where the pattern and stuff is. Yeah, it's gonna be really, really cool. So it's gonna be almost kind of random, like the three colors in each square. So the three colors in each square need to go together well, like dark blue, medium blue, light blue, or red, orange, yellow, that kind of thing. They have to all go together. But then each square is different. And it's basically just going to go blazing through my string pile. And yeah, I don't know. Um, I'm not even trying to make it like where the whole thing all goes together. I want to make it like it was just a boatload of granny squares that got thrown together in a, kind of a haphazard way. So that way it's just very 70s ish. The outer circle and one of the inner ones are both the same color. So those I need to have like 4 strands of. The other ones I only need like 2 strands of. So yeah, there's this whole intensity thing about what's going into it and how it's going to turn out. It's going to be wild. It'll be a fun ride. Yeah, I'm kind of excited about it too. I was just trying to work out with Mandy earlier today how basically each time I do a loop, I have to keep track of the colors that, like, whatever color's on the left has to be on the next loop as the color that's on the right. And somehow I have to keep track of all of that while getting it set up to have her do the kumis. So basically, yeah, there's like a whole production that has to happen in order to make sure that this thing goes right. It's not the first square that it will make the difference to. It's the ones that come in just after it. So yeah, kind of crazy. Oh, this is funny. So the string here is the string that's over here. And then, but the string that was coming from the other direction, from this way, here, it was the same color. And the string from over here is also the same color. But they all just coincidentally all lined up so like there's like a lightning bolt in it. Not intentional, just happens to be there. Kind of a interesting accidental. It's kind of cool. I wish I had the space for like a workshop. I'd have like an anvil and other things needed for these kind of projects. It's just not happening in little tiny flats that we have here. So this is all that's left. I just got to get over to here. From there to there. Yeah. Yeah, if I'm not having to do randoms and just tie some knots, I'm pretty good. So just thinking I'm slow at. Yeah, some of them at least start tiny. Except for the power banks that we have. Oh. Oh, the chat boxes were there earlier, but not after the reboot, apparently. Well, we don't have a vertical stream. Something happened. I don't know if OBS got updated or if it was the Windows update. Yeah, we're almost at the end of this thing. Yeah, it is a little weird. But the whole thing went so south. It was so, like, my whole computer just was not working. Oh yeah, honey, I was telling Rainbow and Rara how I bought a sewing kit, but it was full of cookies. No, I only had one little stack, which is just 3 cookies. But I have cracked the tin, so, you know. What cookies? I don't remember anything about cookies. Hey, Taylor. Hi, Taylor. Thank you. I'm almost to the end of this. I'm kind of excited about that. My fingers are very used to this. I can literally go all day tying knots and be in pretty decent shape. Well, after about 10 hours, I start to have like hand cramps and stuff, but I can really go a long time before it's a problem. After a while, you can, first off, you have to develop a style that makes it really easy on your hands, where you're not gripping anything too tightly. That will help immensely with the whole process. Um, um, so if you develop a way of doing it, like the only time that there's any kind of tension, like this, where I'm dragging this through nice and light, I'm not even holding it, but I pinch right here to get this up to the top. Other than that, it's just kind of dragging things along. There's no grip. So I'm really protecting my hands from getting that overworked feeling. I wonder if there are people that are handicapped that do things with their toes that are amazing. But I don't know if this could be done. Be interesting. Right. Yeah, it was kind of the same thought I had. Like there are people who are super talented with their feet, but I can't imagine how that would work with this. Another mouse. There we go. I'm like an hour early for my stream to end, but that's it. That's all of it. So you can see. Yes, people who do lace are insanely cool. That is seriously awesome stuff. So we do this. Yeah, that's it, guys. So thanks for everybody for hanging out. This has been a fun one. We did manage to get through without the Mandy. And yeah, I will be back next week. got the schedules all prepared. That's over on the community tab as well as the thing. So yeah, I'll be streaming Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, and we'll be back again next Saturday with a new project. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Be sure to come here next Saturday. Starts 10 p.m. Singapore time, which is like super early morning in the US, something like that. I don't know. You guys have to work out your own times. Before I go, I want to thank my Patreon supporters as well as my YouTube members for making this possible. Without their help, I wouldn't have all this string and the camera and the microphone and all the stuff that makes this stuff possible. I really do owe them a whole lot. So yeah, thanks again, guys. And as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.